Hi guys, this is part 2 of the reaction to episode 3 of Last of Us. If this is the first one you're watching, then have a look at part 1. But if this is you coming in now to watch it, enjoy part 2.
There is no girl. I know.
Oh!
What's your name? Bill.
I didn't really put it together in the game. I don't think there was hints of it. I didn't expect. That was again beautifully heartbreaking. Like my, ooey, ooh. He's poor. He's companionship.
Oh, fuck you! Hey! 9/11 was an inside job. The government are all Nazis. The government are all Nazis! Well, yeah, now, but not then. I will run through one of your tripwires. Actually been talking to a nice woman on the radio.
Oh, snap.
Well, this really is just...
Oh, This is... I'm sorry. This is great. This is fantastic. This is a whole level I didn't realise I wanted or needed, but I got both, and I'm fucking loving it. But... This... Okay.
Right? Can you not, please? We are working together.
This is interesting.
I'll show you something.
Actually, I have been wanting to say
I'm sorry. Frank! Frank!
Oh. This is great.
There'll be raiders. We'll be fine.
No. Silly bastard.
Pick it up.
I traded Joel and Tess one of your guns for a packet of seeds.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is your...
Gun?
A little one.
Fucking hell. That would be beautiful.
Getting older faster than you.
I like you older.
I'll remember who's still here. I was never afraid before you showed up.
These fucking two. Listen. I came into this thinking I'm going to feel heartbreak and all this emotion from what I perceive to be things were already going to be relationships established or scenes that I knew that were like impactful. And this is breaking me inside.
No, you're on the strawberry. Right.
Oh, here they are. Oh, is he gone all fucking massacre on them? Holy shit. Holy shit. He is too good. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. He looks like, right. Beard. Hair in his face. The sweat. The rain, whatever the fuck it is. Looks like Rick Grimes. It's as in from the TV show, obviously, yeah. But yeah, you get, like, you know, Andrew Lincoln as Rick Grimes. And that there. The white t-shirt, the beard that's grey, the hair. It's just... That's what threw me off there. That was a bit too, you know, for my liking. What?
Okay.
What? What's... What?
Gotcha, bitch!
Oh, fucking hell, wow. He looks... Oh my god. They've aged him. They've aged him. They look great. Oh my god, this is heartbreaking. That was quick and hard. That hit me in the feels. This is beautiful, man. Oh my god.
I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day.
Right, I'm just gonna enjoy just having dry eyes now, because I know I'm in for a whirlwind of pain.
I've made up my mind. Bill, give me one more good day. We'll get married. And you cook a delicious dinner. Then you take me by my hand. Bring me to our bed.
I can't.
I can't.
Do you love me?
You fucking bastards, HBO. Not even HBO. All yous. Is it Rabbit? Is he doing Rabbit? His first meal he gave him. Fuck. They sit next to each other now as well. Not opposite. I know I probably haven't said anything in a little bit. I am fucking broken. And I still haven't even got to it. And there's just a heaviness on my chest.
Pills in the bottle.
Enough to kill a horse. This isn't the tragic suicide at the end of the play.
I'm satisfied. And you were my purpose.
It's incredibly romantic.
Oh. A lot of this reaction is just going to be me literally just going, oh, fucking hell.
To whomever, but probably Joel. I figured please do not come into the bedroom.
Let them rest in
The
peace.
window open so the house wouldn't were blown up by traps. Anyway, I never liked you, but still, it's like, and I was happy when everyone died. But I was wrong, because there was one person.
All connected.
That's what I did. I saved him.
Joel!
Rule 1, you don't bring up Tess, ever.
Oh, you close-hearted bitch.
This guy was a genius.
Yeah, he was. Toilet paper. Yeah. Toilet paper. Woman's shirt. Oh my god, look her. Look her fucking leg it straight away.
And you look pretty.
Nice. Jesus fucking Christ. That scared the shit out of me. I'm all over the place, and it's like a spaceship.
It's like a spaceship.
I just seen the subtitles.
Like a piece of shit Chevy is. No, wait. No, leave it. Leave it. You're in the wrong state.
Oh, I love it. I love it. The window! The window! Oh, the window. They knew what they were doing there. They knew. Oh, my heart. And that, guys, was my reaction to The Last of Us Episode 3. I need to get some energy. I get that. I get that. I should have energy because it's the outro and it's not fun to be... But I have to be. I ended up... I said at the start, I've got 3 drinks here. I had tea, I had water, and I had Doctor of the Pepper. And then I decided to grab the whiskey, and now I'm on the whiskey. So... Pain and suffering is all I know right now. Where to start? Firstly, I'm gonna go through everything that I've written down, but I just want to make a note is that they went different from the game in the sense of the relation. They went different. They went different. Without spoiling the game for you if you end up going to it, but they were different about it, and I wasn't expecting it, but I fucking appreciate it. Even the way that how it ends up eventually is different from the actual game, and I am absolutely okay with that. They gave us something that I didn't expect. Again, I said it, what I needed or wanted, but I got it, and it was in the world that they're creating, where it's going to be filled going forward. It's going to be filled with hatred and horridness, and it's the world is fucked, and we still got this moment of pure beauty, and it warms my heart, and that's probably the whiskey right now doing that's warming the heart physically, but it warms my heart, but it also broke it. And at points I was like, are they going to turn it on its head here? Are they going to change it? And it didn't. They stuck to keep not going to how it was in the game, but they stuck to making a different story but also keep it's the outcomes are the same. It's just changed it, and it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful, and I can't believe we got to witness that. It was I came in here thinking something else, and I got this, and I'm getting emotional just thinking about it again. You can see my eyes are starting to go. So I think I'm going to do the notes quickly, if you don't mind. But I can't say enough that I am. Notes. Okay. No opening. We got no opening, and I thought that was going to be the most of my worries. I got no opening, and I made a thing about it. And I could see in my camera now, I could see my eyes getting more and more still filled up. I've been triggered, and it's going to be like this. But no opening. They missed the trick, and I think they could have kept on doing it. But I think after seeing this episode in whole, I didn't need a punch in the gut from a flashback at the start when I got a big, huge flashback for the entirety of the episode. Ellie and Joel having their moment where it's like where Ellie's like, you decided you needed your car battery, don't blame me. And he was like, right, I got it. Perfect. It was good. Just to let him know that, yeah, this is great. It was great stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is going to be it's going to be a interesting post reaction, because I want to talk, but I also want to just curl up in a ball. So let's have a look here. So that was great. The whole too many questions is great. You're getting that sort of to and fro they get, especially at the start of the game where they're like, oh no, where he's like getting slightly annoyed her, but she's still inquisitive, but she kind of knows that it's annoying him, and she's still going at it, like it, love it. Yeah, I love that. The whole sort of having stashes everywhere makes sense. Appreciate that. Having the moment with the video game where she's like, my friend used to have played one of that whole thing from the game, perfect. It was lovely. They just that's the thing, they completely changed things to do with Bill, but then they just sprinkle you with that goodness from what you get from the game. So it's that, and it's just like it's keeping it fresh for everyone. And but yeah, the video game. Right. So the whole thing, my note here, I wrote down tampons and bloodlust. The bloodlust is not, for the tampon. It's for the fact what happened. But I completely forgot about the whole tampon thing. And then afterwards, when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, they didn't mention that, and they wouldn't really mention it. It's one of the things that. Anyway, but my point is that it's strange that you would think it, like, that's going to be a luxury for her now. Like, it's crazy. But then going down there and then her having a moment of, I've got one trapped here, finding that that runner going into a clicker and being able to see it, and then just have a little sadistic moment. Almost like, those stories, the films and TV shows and the books and all that sort of stuff, that to have like, oh, he started to feel he wasn't like a normal kid. He used to smash birds in with rocks and stuff like that sort of thing, It's sort of like that moment where she was like I'm kind of big. I'm in control enough to be able to do this. Yeah, good, great shit. Lovely stuff. But yeah, no, and again, having that moment there to then give you some more backstory between the two of them, to them walking around, seeing the whole thing with the plane, explaining that beautiful shot there as well. Her not like showing how much that. What this world is like now, that it's ended the world pretty much, in the sense that she's not experienced a lot of things, So, yeah. To then finding out how they kill the civilians makes sense in the sense that is something that they would do. That it is that they would round them up and bring them to, and we saw that if Bill got on that truck, he would have been rounded up and shot in the back of the head as well in that ditch. So, but it's to see that sort of, it was horrifying. But again, going from the moment where I didn't have the opening to then that, I was like, oh, that's a bit hard hitting, to then getting what I did. So I'm gonna keep this book here because now we're on to just here. We'll just keep it here. So having the moment there with them, like showing Bill ready and waiting, it was like, you know, ready, like he's this is what he wanted, and he never realized that it isn't actually what he wanted. That whole scene with him going around building stuff, it was, again, I was optimistic. I was thinking I'm gonna get a fun Nick Offerman building stuff. It's gonna be so cool. He might even continue the story with them. I was there having all these thoughts, and him just going around building it how he wished you. It elevated what Bill was from the game. And like he was handyman. He knew exactly what he was doing, but he lived in shit, you know, and kind of in the sense that Bill did, but not what, you know. Not what, you know, it was in the game, but it was that, and then him also, just have like he was enjoying the good life because he thought this is what he wanted to be alone, and you can see the difference is that he then after 4 years realizes only when companionship falls onto his lap, he realizes that this is what he needs. So in drops Frank into the hole. They have their moment. He realizes no threat, but I'm now going to, because now that we're at the point here, we're going to talk about them, to Bill and Frank. Was not expecting, again, I've probably said this about 20 times since it's been out. We're not expecting that story or how it ended up turning out. All the way through, I'm like, oh, this is different. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is that. And then in the end, I'm there in my head, I'm still thinking, oh, but it's still going to turn, isn't it? Because in the games, if you haven't played the games, and if you are going to play the games, you don't want to spoil it, stop listening. But in the games, they sort of like their relationship is strained. He runs away as far as you understand, and then we eventually find him hanging from a thing, and he's like, and there's a note left for Bill from Frank saying, because Frank was the one that got bitten because he wanted to go interact with other people, and Bill was like no, so he ran off, got bitten, and then he hung himself and left a note saying Bill that like he's glad that he because he doesn't get to spend one last second with Bill, and Bill's like, so I'm there. I even wore a funky shirt because he was always on about like only one person would wear that sort of shirt in the game, so I was there thinking like this could be fun, I'll wear my funky shirt. Well, shit, I should have got a funky handkerchief to be able to stop the tears and snot. Oh, so yeah, to get what I was thinking and just constantly expecting it to change, the whole thing with the food, the dinner, and the wine, but the rabbit, it's him being like, I may not look like it. You could see that he was yearning for this, even though he acted like he didn't. And then obviously, to have that food, drink like that, treat like they did, have the piano scene as well. I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was the end of my emotionalness for the episode. I wish I could have went back in time and been like, you fucking idiot. Like, but what a scene. What a beautiful scene to then get what we got. And just that whole, the music itself, seeing Frank understand, you know, he gets it, and he gets it, and it's that little moment, is like a right, go on, go shower and shit like that. Obviously, Frank likes what he sees in the sense of the food, the drink, the area, how secure it is. He then gets this emotional hit from someone who's there, you can feel like they've been alone for a long time, and it's you know. So, yeah. So then the whole scene in the bed and the sort of like emotionalness of emotional moment of all, how it's like a build up. I'm not just a whore. I'm staying for a couple of days. This and that, blah blah. And then cut to them just arguing about trying to build it up into something that's more for more people. It's beautiful, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, the whole sort of Frank breaking down Bill to be more open and yeah, but even then the scene with him at the table when they're having dinner with Tess and Joel and Brian and it's not like it's great. It's yeah. To be honest, I just glanced at my notes and I just wrote in big capital letters "gay," and that's if they identify. I guess. I'm guessing from their relationship there that they can be, but it's whatever. It's the apocalypse, baby. Sexuality means nothing. I guess it's just companionship in anything and anyone. If I learn anything about it is that you just don't yeah, that's it. Like if I learn anything from what's it called? Umbrella Academy, with 5 falling in love with a mannequin, and it's great, his relationship with the mannequin, and I appreciate and I love that. So when you have that, anything else that isn't a mannequin, I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do this. So and even with the mannequin, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, fine, do it. But still, it's yeah, just looking at that, the whole fix the street up, make it more into like having like the boutique store and the book, was it the bookstore he mentioned as well? Yeah, it's I'm surprised it took so long for Raiders to come along, to be honest. But like you said, Joel said it's like they will come along, and they did. But fuck me, his defenses, because he must have heard that's it, and then he defended the shit out of it. He obviously got shit from Joel, I imagine, and what a dude. And that's what I mean, is that throughout the game we got reasons for why Bill was still alive, and we got that throughout the game, and we were able to get that now in the episode on a 20-year span by showing us exactly what he did and what he could do. And it was just great having the flamethrowers pop out, and like it's sensational stuff. Yeah. What did I put here? I'm trying to see. Raiders. Yeah, I put the Raiders. So I wrote down Raiders, but it looked like Rembrandt for some reason. Yeah, the Raiders. Oh God, they were shit, weren't they? They were rubbish Raiders. But you know, I mean, even though like it's a good setup, it was like a come on. Like even after the first one went off, you would have been like, oh, back off. They were then like after him still shooting, we're like, oh, I was still trying to get through. Oh, I'm on fire. You should know. Run, back off, get away, idiots. But then we get the up-to-date version of them. Again, at this point I'm thinking, because at the point when you see him get shot, and I'm there thinking, are they going to turn this on its head? I was like, they could change it. So it's actually Frank that's left a bit sour from it all. And I was like, and then obviously then we get the up-to-date version, and I was not expecting it. So I couldn't work out what his disease is, because they didn't mention it, so which is good, I guess. They didn't want to pin it down to anything. So, but it looked like it could be, you know, motor neuron, MS, all that. Like, you know, it's the body failing on itself, and they didn't overdo it. They didn't overdo it to the point that it's like a, oh God, like. They didn't overdo it. They were like, here we go. It's a struggle, but it's enough for them to be like. It showed in that time frame. You see that the back of he's suffering. You see that because even when I'm watching it, I'm seeing Bill walk around. So I'm like, he's walking around slow. He's old. He is old now. There's no way that the next scene we're gonna get is him going to the school. Like he's too old. He won't be able to survive this. And I was like, but will he? And I was just at that part of me. I was like, is it maybe, right? Yeah, it's we didn't get that, but we then seen the life around them, all the paintings and stuff like that. It just encapsulated an entire life in. So like I'm not saying it is like this, but remember Up in the opening, we got an entire life in the space of 15 minutes, and it broke you. And you got 20 years in this. Encapsulated into by the time that we got that bit where we met Bill, and then to the end of it again, we got about, I'd say, 50 minutes of it, and it got 20 years down into 50 minutes, I'd say, and it was unreal. And even just the slight things like the paintings, like just showing over the years of him doing it, and then even the abstract one he did at the end, because it was a struggle, and you could see, and then you could, you know it was going to happen, is that it was going to be a suicide, but it was going to be a suicide that was, honestly, I was second guessing everything, because they changed everything so much. Is that when they had the meal, and he was like, he eventually agreed to it, again, heartbreaking. I think I'm going to have to do this reaction in 2 parts, because there's too much I've reacted to. But, yeah, so, to have that meal, and then, like, I'm like, is he actually going to give him the pills? Is he going to take it away from him? Is he going to take himself to stop him from doing it? And it was just a pair of them. Then I was like, are they going to take it? And I also thought they're going to take it both at the same time. But then when I was like, if they do take it at the same time, maybe his doesn't work, and then that's why he's left alive. I was thinking all these things, and they did just go for a romantic death by suicide, you know? Like, enough to kill a horse. And I was like, oh, what? And then when he was like, enough to kill a horse, and I was like, right, what if that just as he's going, Joel comes along and revives him? I was thinking all these things. Like, obviously, I wasn't there, like, for, like, I was appreciating everything, but it was like the snap thoughts. To them, yeah, just going... To them going to bed together, and then that was it. The note, you know... Yeah. Them going to bed together, and it was beautiful. It was... And I'm repeating myself again, it was horrifically beautiful. Like, my heart is still heavy, but that's, I guess, what I wanted from this, is that I wanted to get my own... I didn't want to just be getting shot by shot. I didn't want to get scene by scene. I wanted to change things. I want them to change things. But I didn't expect them to change this for some reason. And I got more than I wanted. And more than I ever could have imagined. And it's just sensational. So for one last time, they went to bed together and they never woke up. So to Bill and Frank. So we find a note. Obviously, Joel has the code, which I think is kind of nice as well. For some reason, I just think it's kind of nice that they all sort of stayed friends. Yeah. I was about to say a bit strange that, like, you know, they didn't kind of... It wasn't mentioned that he was ill, so it might have been years since they've seen him, which is fair enough, makes sense. They don't always need to be in contact with him, but at least it's there. The whole thing with the radio was like a whole... like, yeah. Eventually finding out about the radio, why? Because I was like, well, why did the radio go? Because that was what I'm thinking as well. Another thought I thought was like, well, if the radio's gone off, surely something's amiss here. Like, he's still alive, he's just set off. But yeah, it was just on the lip. So yeah, having a look at, like, just tell Joel to look after something. You need to. I was like you, but, you know, we need to protect people. We need to protect. We're survivors, we protect, do it. And him realising that, you know, going outside with the whole thing with Tess, it's hit him, having that little moment again, it's unreal. Unreal stuff, you know. And then Ellie finding... I'm just looking at the notes quickly. Ellie finding the gun, putting away. We'll see what Ellie does with that gun. In the game, I know where a gun comes into play. Guns come into play all the time, but, you know... These things are going to play, so I'm sort of here thinking to myself, what could it be used for? They've turned my world upside down. I don't know what to think, but her having a gun now is different. The whole thing to do with a shower, they're having like that little moment as well. Joel and Ellie, it's like, yeah. Joel as well, looking at Karen like, where's the battery? Not another fuck about it, and then just checking, seeing, oh, this is perfect. Also, the way this is all set up, it's like they've got their own pad to live at if they need to. It's all there for them to take over. Imagine, like, why would you give that up? In my head, I'll be thinking straight away, we come back here, this is where we're living, like, or at least, again, unreal stuff. Like, do you think you turn off all the things so raiders don't get in, you know, or is that free for all now? Too many questions unanswered. but Ellie in the car with the song, having their little moment, like, keep that on. Oh, the game. And just that moment, like, he's enjoying his music, like, keep that on, and she looks at him, and it's like, oh, the whole thing with the seatbelt, her mentioning it's like a spaceship. And then the pan out through the window, and it's the window from the game. Don't care what anyone says. If people say, oh, it's actually not because of this, or actually this is it, it's the window from the fucking main screen of the game. I don't care what anyone says. I've already frustrated at the idea of people saying it isn't, but they probably will agree. But if they do, I want to throw my window out the window. I'm an emotional fucking wreck right now. And I've talked for longer than I expected. Jesus Christ, I've spoke for longer than I expected. But overall, what an episode. What an episode. I said I'm looking forward to every episode I see, but my heart is so sunken that I don't think I'm ready for another episode for another week. I need to chill. I need to relax. I think I need to eat. I'm not having any more whiskey, because I'll probably just end up in a ball in my bed with the bottle clutching it like it's like, you know, like Bill probably did with Frank as they went. Oh, why did I do that to myself? Oh, yeah, devotion. I need to stop. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Outstanding episode. I'm going to cut it there. If you like the episode, if you like the video, please like the I'm not even going to edit this out. I'm not. It's just, yeah. This is what it's done to me. It's made me want to. If you like the video, please like the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode. What do you think of changing it? If you knew that, if you know the change, what do you think of the relationship? What do you think of everything about this? How broken are you? Let me know in the comments. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get a notification every time I upload. There's a bunch of other videos around here to do with me and other people, reacting to a bunch of other stuff. Have a look around and see what takes your fancy. But other than that, guys, I'm going to go reevaluate everything. And I will see you out there for the next one.